My grandfather, H.B. McGrath, had his first dealership in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, actually, in 1952. And then a handful of years later, found out that there was a Pontiac dealership available for sale in Cedar Rapids. Didn't know anything about Cedar Rapids, and moved his family, his 5 kids, and they moved to Cedar Rapids in '55. In December of 2011, we bought that dealership, and then have been in Hiawatha ever since. And then we've grown with some other manufacturers across, different markets. But then most recently have built the, Hyundai facility here in Hiawatha to expand our current footprint on the Hiawatha campus. So that just opened in March.
Tell us more about the recent Hyundai expansion.
Hyundai, the brand specifically, is really focusing on increasing their market share and their footprint. And so when they approached us on this facility, we kind of looked at all the different ways we could go with it, and it had been coupled with Ford for so long since we purchased it in 2017, and felt that the brand has an amazing direction that it's headed, and we felt that it was worth investing in the future of Hyundai. We more than doubled our capacity in the service department, and then obviously have expanded our footprint from an inventory standpoint as well, just with the parking lot and space.
Tell us about your experience working with the city government.
The thing that I think differentiates Hiawatha is that, yes, you're going to go through those checkpoints. Yes, we're going to cross our T's and dot our I's, but they are so willing to do it, and will find reasons why. And it just feels like everyone's pulling on the same end of the rope to help complete the project. So, that goes from anywhere, from permitting to zoning to even just the meetings that you go into. Everybody's just happy and friendly and willing to say, hey, what can we do to help to speed this along? And that's another piece too, is just timing. When you're investing in something like this, you can get caught up for months, which is expensive if that's the case. And so I think they're on that same level of urgency to just get it done and to get it on the next minutes for the next meeting, or to figure out a way to, hey, let's get this handled before that so that we're not sitting here waiting.
Why should businesses look to expand, move, or start here?
This community specifically it's just blowing up, it's growing, and the businesses that are already in the community feel more like a network and a partnership. Everybody wants to help each other out, and then what are you doing? How are you growing? What can we do to help and support that? It's just like a really tight-knit community within a bigger community. And I think what's going to be possible in the next 5 to 10 years, as you see things continue to grow, more businesses wanting to come out here, it's just positive for everybody. And it is beautiful, so you got to do that, right?
Speaking of beautiful, why do you use Beautiful Hiawatha as part of your advertisements?
When you leave, the other dealerships and you drive on Center Point Road and you go past Blair's Ferry and you start driving into Hiawatha, there is a change it just feels a little different, right? And you drive, like, let's say in the summertime, you've got the flags, you've got all those poles, you have the beautiful trees. There's a lot of greenery, which I think is a big piece. So just driving down Center Point into the heart of Hiawatha, you can just kind of sense that change. And I'm a huge Christmas fan. I love the holidays and the big snowflakes when you drive down in the wintertime. It just feels a little different. You feel like you're kind of going into a beautiful tucked away community. I think if you spend any time in here as an employee or as a resident, you can get that feel really fast.